Change out your paper for you.
Thank you. Was it? Hello, everyone.
That's what I was waiting for. I saw it coming. I'm like, I gotta time it. Gotta time it just right.
Hello, Bakamaru. Oh, God.
Oh, it's one of those days. What's up, everybody?
Hi. I hope you all have had a wonderful weekend.
Watch.
I am back from my wee little vacation. Hey, look, guys, I'm just priming. Calm down.
He's
It's
back
fine.
in the
Everything's
flesh.
fine.
It is the real Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're getting real serious. How's everybody doing? How was that? How was that water? Was it just so good?
You know what? You know when you've like done a whole lot of stuff and you haven't been drinking a lot of water,
Yeah.
and you're like, man, am I thirsty?
Yeah.
And then you drink some water.
Yeah.
What a delightful feeling.
When you clench that thirst.
Quench. You don't clench the thirst,
I'm
you
so
quench
sorry.
the thirst, sir.
Oh my. Oh, that's great.
You're worse than
online.
I am.
It's online
And I'm usually
forever.
pretty bad.
How's
Well,
everybody
hello.
doing in here? Chat, we're
I
gonna
have a fun new model.
We're gonna get inspired today with Jordan.
We're going to get inspired with Jordan.
That's right.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. Well, that'll do it. Gotta get some food in. You know what? I don't like. I don't get those people that say they don't like the taste of water. There
I
are
hate
some
it.
people out
I
there.
hate it. No, I'm just kidding. I love water. I love water. Water's great. It's a life-saving beverage.
Wondering if you could demonstrate layering up to ivory/bone from brown. I'm painting a Deathwing theme and still struggle with a little few lighter colors.
Yeah, I can do that. We'll set this guy aside for a moment.
Oh, Chuck. OPR Grimdark Firefight. Oh, that's an interesting one. You know, OPR is really you don't. I would say buy like have like 10. Firefights the skirmish mode, so it's not the full one, but I would have like 10 really solid models. I think the point value is 150 and 250 for OPR. So it's very fun. It's very small army based, but I would go with 10 to start. And then what you could do is you could go online and check out their army builder, and that will help you gauge. So like I would build an army first on their army builder, and then I would get the models. That's what I would do, Chuck.
Rescue Can, I'm going to answer your question here by making this guy's shoulder pad leg into a bone leg.
A bone leg. I like
Got a bone leg.
Bone is one of my favorite colors, actually.
So this is black brown primer.
Okay.
We're going to start with. You can start with black. It will work either way. We're going to do a little bit of dark umber.
Band of Goblins. That's cool.
Also, bear in mind, this is not the only way to do this. This is just a really quick and efficient way to build up a bone. So we're going to go dark umber.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to go dark golden brown.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do bone after that.
Yep.
And then ivory.
This will be a cool workup.
So we're going to let this dry for a second. Good to see all of you guys. Hello, Wad Tomato. Hello, Band of Goblins. Chuck, Wad Tomato. I think I already
Jordan's
said.
back in the driver's seat.
Streamlabs, what's going on? How are you doing today?
Streamlabs, thanks.
Hope you're having a great day, Streamlabs.
I hope Streamlabs shows up. Oh. That was very loud.
Yes, welcome to the other side of that.
I can always hear it from the other room. Like, what is that?
All right, so we're going to paint on top of this with this dark golden brown.
What's up? What's up?
What's up, guys?
Jason
What's
has
up,
a meeting today, along
Yep.
with a couple other people in the office, so
Yeah.
you're stuck with me and Jordan.
Jen and Jason are out today.
Yep.
Streamlabs never responds to my private messages.
Yeah.
That's probably wise of it. What's up, Gosu? It goes well. Gordo, what's going on? Hoosiers, hello. Well, you'll be excited by a sweet model that I've got that inspired me to want to paint it.
Okay. So, Jordan, what do you think inspires you the most while you're doing this workup to paint?
Well, before
I feel like models is a safe answer, but
it is
primarily the number one, I would say.
Yeah, models are definitely like the big one, right?
Yeah.
You find something that you go, man, I just have to paint this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you know, it's funny that this topic came up because this is actually one of those models.
Yeah. Oh.
I stole this from a friend of mine. I was like, I'm gonna paint this.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I love this model. For those of you who don't know what this is Constantine Valdor from the Horus Heresy. So, Custodes. It's basically the Custodes Primarch for all intents and purposes. And this model is sick.
It is cool. I didn't realize how cool some of those models were.
Like, you'll see it once I start actually putting some paint on it. But like, it's got a ton of really cool bits and bobs. If you pull up the model on YouTube or on whatchamacallit.
Also,
yeah, it's really good. Rescue Cane. Also, while painting ivory bone, any tips for managing the moisture level of the paint on the palette? And the lighter tones tend to break faster than darker tones. So as I paint, they become harder to manage. Don't use a lot of water in your wet palette. Like, get the sponge saturated, and then just take everything else out.
Mm.
You're using too much water. If you're having oversaturation problems with your palette, it's because either you have too much water in it or you're closing the lid, which you probably shouldn't be doing either of those.
Blood Bowl. I just played a game of Blood Bowl not too long ago.
Or you don't have to use a wet palette. But the question
true.
was specifically about wet palettes, so I'm going to answer it in the context of wet palette. All right, so we're mixing 50-50 dark golden brown and bone.
Chuck said he's going to bust his streak because he got an interview.
What?
Well, good luck, Chuck.
I mean, you were here. I'll count it.
Yeah, we'll count
I don't care what
You're
Twitch
here in
says.
spirit.
I'll count it.
You're here in spirit. Nice. Yeah, I think the models are really like the number one. Story doesn't really, I don't know. Story sometimes does it for me. I'm a big theme guy.
Yeah, narrative is tough for me, right?
Yeah.
A lot of the reason why I really like the Lord of the Rings miniatures is because I grew up watching the movie and I really love the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, aside from that, the Horus Heresy stuff is largely just stuff that I think looks cool.
Yeah.
I look at it and I'll just be like, man, that model is sick and I really want to paint it.
Mm-hmm.
So like this one right here in front of me. And then, you know, sometimes it goes the opposite direction. Sometimes you'll look at a model, you'll be like, this is something that I'm really excited to paint.
Yeah.
You pick it up and you start painting it, and then you're like, nope, not for me. You want to know what those models are for me?
Reprimes.
These things.
Oh.
I love these models.
Yeah.
I have no interest in painting them nicely.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I might like blast an army and get it done.
They were so good, but you re-primed them.
I know.
You
well, actually,
actual
technically,
Jordan.
I did not.
Well, technically,
there was
did.
an imposter.
I don't know. I think it was Jordan in the IRL here.
It was not me. It was not me.
Baka, he does. Yeah, he did paint over 3 times. Yeah.
Do you ever put the model aside to paint when you get a little better? No. If you like painting a model, just paint it. Don't look at other people's work. Just enjoy the experience of painting it.
Yeah, Paint Liquor's got a good point. It was Jordan. It's even on the VOD.
No.
You can check it out. It was Jordan in real life.
Nope.
IRL Jordan.
Nope. Wasn't me. It was an imposter.
So painful to watch those models get reprimed. I don't know why Jordan does that kind of stuff. Here's the case for repriming, right?
Yeah.
There is no case. Get out of here.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
Now you have to have a case.
No, I don't know. I've been, there's some situations where I'm like, okay, I should totally reprime a model, right? I just have to have like a really good excuse in my brain.
So you can see how we're brightening this up.
I was sick to my stomach when that happened. Yes. Jade, it's quite something to behold.
Bakamaru, hard habit to break is the too good to paint point of view of the model. You never be good enough.
Yep.
If you wait to be good enough. Yeah. The problem is, Shavenger, if you wait to try your hardest on a model until you're ready, you will never be ready. Because
that's a good point.
You have to think about it this way. The models that you're excited about are the models that you're going to try the hardest to paint.
Yep.
And you're going to learn the most from. Those models, with some very minor exceptions, are always reobtainable.
Yeah.
Right? Like I have a model. I have one model.
Yeah.
That I'm not ready to paint yet. It's not because I don't think that I could do it service.
Yeah.
It's just because I don't have the time to devote to like do it right. And I have other projects that I would rather do right this second.
Right.
But that model I won't paint on until I'm good and ready to.
Which
But
model is that?
that's one model that I will never ever be able to get again.
Oh.
So it's for those of you who have never seen these before, there was a line of miniatures done by it's a Spanish company.
Okay.
They do the Batman miniatures game stuff.
Huh.
I
have no idea.
No. But they did a line of large scale 75 millimeter, 90 millimeter Marvel miniatures.
Really?
Yeah. So I have the Daredevil from that line, where Daredevil is kind of crouching on the top of a headstone. But it's like, you know, those like really ornate headstones where it's like a statue that they build up on top of it. It's like this whole like weeping angel statue, and he's just like crouched on top of it. Oh, it's amazing.
That's cool.
It's one of those things. I saw that model and I was like, I am in love with this, and I need to own one of these.
Yeah.
To paint.
Yeah.
But yeah, seriously, like if you want to get better at painting, don't hold off on painting the things that you're excited to paint, because if you do, you will not get better faster.
Good point. That's a very good point.
I'll paint it on stream. I have to get like there's a lot that's going to go into that. So it's not something that I'm going to get started on.
Source, if you want to get better at painting, eat less paint. That makes sense. There's science behind what you just said.
So we're throwing on the bone right here.
Look at that bone color. That's such a good color.
And we're just going to kind of loosely blend it into this other color. I'm not being super smooth with these blends. It's okay for bone to have a little bit of texture. It doesn't have to be perfectly smooth. Especially if it's been sitting out for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you're done with this, you could leave it at this, and that would be fine. Or you can bring it up a little bit more and make it a little brighter into that ivory color.
Interesting.
But I mean, it's 4 colors.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I said, it's dark umber, dark golden brown, bone. Going from the dark golden brown to the bone is the biggest jump, so you'll want to mix a couple of mid-tones between there.
Right.
Or middle colors between that. You could use something like caramel brown or something, or caramel brown would be a good in between for that, but it's not available yet, so I didn't want to put it in, and that would make it 5 colors.
Now, is it caramel or caramel?
It depends on where you're from. Actually, it depends on what it is. Because if I recall, caramel is the candy.
Mm-hmm.
Or one is the candy, the other is the sauce.
The sauce.
No, I'm serious. I'm pretty sure the specific distinction is the one that is like turned into like a hard candy.
Yeah.
Is a caramel.
Oh.
And caramel is what you put
like on your sundae or something.
Yeah.
Oh.
It might be flip-flopped. I don't remember which one is which, but I believe that is the actual distinction between
either way, both taste great. And
they do taste.
Not talking about the paint, talking about the food. Although that color is awesome. I do like that color. I like that. That came out good, Jordan.
Yeah, it's just a quick, simple thing. I mean, it's not super smooth, but the nice thing is that bone's got pretty good coverage, and dark golden brown has good coverage. So when you're mixing them together, like, you get pretty solid.
Yeah.
Like, you might have to do a layer or two of it, and I also don't thin it out.
Yeah.
Right, like, none of these, when I'm doing none of this is thinned out.
None of it's thinned out.
Yeah. So it makes you get the highest chance of getting really nice, good, solid opacity when you're painting on miniatures. So, like, when I talk about, like, thinning stuff out, I'm literally using like just the bare dampness of my brush after I clean it in water, and then I remove the excess water on my paper towel. So like,
yeah.
I might, and you can adjust this, right? So if I want a little bit more, that's probably too much. But like that's a little bit more. You can see it's a little bit shinier.
Yep.
So you can really adjust this depending on your specific like requirements.
Yep.
All right. We got this guy.
So now, Jordan, what's the work up here? What are you thinking?
So
what gets you jazzed?
So it's gold. So I'm gonna paint it like the actual model. So he's wearing like
gold,
completely gold armor.
Gold.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely like try and make your here's a something to try, Rescue. Try making your wet palette as dry as possible.
Oh.
It's an interest like it. You'll go too far and it won't be wet enough, but then you'll see the difference. And then you can start introducing a little bit more moisture until you get the right level for you. Because like for us, I can have a ton of water in my wet palette here because I live in a super dry environment. So like all of that moisture gets evaporated super quickly. And it doesn't oversaturate the paints. But if I were to do the same thing back in Seattle when I lived there, wouldn't work.
I noticed that with your palette today. Like you're right, it just dries out pretty quick.
Yeah. So
I always think that's so wild. Like obviously that is scientifically true of different climates and stuff. I just think it has such a what am I trying to say? It's super interesting how it affects our painting styles in different places, you know, whether it's hot or dry or cold or whatever.
Very true.
So are you doing non-metallic gold?
No, we're doing true metallic gold.
I missed it. I just saw that.
So what we're doing, I don't think I've ever painted a really nice true metallic gold on this on stream. Ooh. Because I normally just paint gold. Not metallic metal all the time.
Yeah.
But I'm doing true metallics on this.
Wow. I'm excited.
So I think it would be a really, really good opportunity for everybody to see what it would look like to do really nice true metallic metal.
That'll get me jazzed up because I love
Does it inspire you?
You know what, Jordan?
It just might.
It may be. No, I'm in that trying to figure out which model I want to paint next because I have so many different options. AOS has got me inspired because the new rules are coming out, but you know, again, with games, it's a hit or miss. Obviously, the new rules look cool, but I've said that before. I'm more inclined to paint and buy models right now that I really just like. So, without the game having to change, what's up, T. Schmidt?
So, real quick, I'm going to talk about this ratio that I'm doing right here. So,
nice.
This is rich gold as a base, but I want it to be a dark starting point. So I'm going to add a little bit of transparent brown.
Ooh.
And then to stop it from being super warm, I'm adding just a touch of transparent black.
Nice. I love that.
So what we're going to do is we're going to mix this on up.
Yeah, Ghost Hunter.
With a damp brush.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, yeah.
And I'm going to get this mixed together and I'm going to kind of assess if I need to go darker. In this case,
25th, Savage.
I definitely do want to go darker here. Because I want this to be like a nice dark starting point.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want it to be bronze. I want it to still read as gold. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit more of the transparent brown. And a little bit more of the transparent black. Oop, that
Are you making this a separate video, please? I will definitely take note of that. Yeah, the transparent is a cool choice.
There we go. We're getting somewhere now. So you can see how much darker this has become of a gold versus.
Ooh. Looks great on that glove too.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna push it a little bit further, I think, with a little bit more brown transparent.
It's like that dirty gold.
Yep.
Look at
So
that.
we're gonna start with this, and we're gonna use this in airbrush. We're gonna airbrush this on.
Oh, well. I don't think I've ever done a metallic through an airbrush.
It works really good, to be honest. Yeah, it just sprays like any other paint. It can be a little spackly.
Yeah.
So you want to like apply thin layers of it, and
Couple layers maybe.
yeah, build it up. I'm gonna add a little bit of water to this, just a little bit to thin it out a little bit. You can see I'm just taking some water from my
your cup,
and I'm just kind of squeegeeing it off of the end of my brush here, just to thin it down a little bit. And mostly this is because I want really nice control over this layer.
Nuclear Hustle, what's up, man?
The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start with brown. So I'm going to spray an opaque brown over this black base coat.
Yeah.
I'm going to do burnt sienna.
Ooh, this is going to be a fun workup.
It's off of my hand.
Kind of looks like dark copper.
So it's in the realm of the copper. The thing is
Yeah.
that copper tends to be very red.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't want that. We want to keep it into that orangey, like brown range.
Yeah.
Which is where you see your golds at. So I might even start a little darker than the burnt sienna. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I do get another mixing cup here. We do burnt sienna plus transparent black.
Yeah, Nuke, it's definitely, we definitely love it. I do love our paint. It's been a game changer for my painting life.
This is basically 1-to-1.
1-to-1?
Yep.
Oh. It's gonna get interesting.
And then I'm going to control how much water I add in here.
Yeah.
Get a nice smooth consistency.
Mm-hmm.
So you're probably going to ask, because normally we just throw paint into the airbrush. Source, it's 1-to-1 of brown or black transparent and burnt sienna.
Okay, gotcha. Paint Looker, I have a very similar story to that. Hobby regret it. It's taking 2 years to discover. Yep. It took me a minute.
And I'm going to go really slow here.
Yep.
With these layers. And I'm not going to worry about the cloak right now.
Yep.
So we're going to come back and we're going to fix that up later.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, that's a cool combo you got going on there.
Just like a really nice dark brown.
Yeah.
But that is still like super warm.
Yeah.
Right? The black just darkens it up a little bit.
Yep.
You basically create a shade for the burnt sienna.
Wad, no, you don't have to be a pro, and it's an amazing paint. You should look us up. We do a stream from 2 to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. Great company.
And then my goal is I'm gonna leave some of this brown exposed when I airbrush the gold on.
Nice. Okay, yeah, so I got you. You're gonna leave some of it exposed.
Yeah, so we want to keep this in like the deep recesses. But the nice thing is when we spray the gold over this, it's gonna have a really nice warm starting point to build up off of.
Wad, that is 50% true. This is a primarily comedy channel. I don't know what you guys came here for, but now I'm actually working out, trying to decide what paint line I'll use first. That's silly. No, my story was simple. I got into the hobby first with gaming, and then I was inspired by 0 of my paint brands, and then I slowly converted into being a painter because I used to not like painting at all. And now, because Pro Acryl has just been so welcoming to use, that's why I really like it. Plus, I just love how it works, and I love this company, and that's a big reason why I'm even here right now. So like I just like it in its entirety. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fanboy. Teachment, no, I played a game of Blood Bowl not too recently. Did I use that right?
Not too long ago.
Not too recently. I stand by what I said.
Chris is struggling a little bit today with the isms.
Yeah, oh man, but I will say, Jordan, this is looking mighty fine. Ooh, yikes! That looks good. Oddly, April 1st was a very serious day. Not one laugh on it. No, April 1st was when Jordan and Jason were live on stream in person here in Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona, Mountain Standard Time.
Yep, we definitely weren't in a car driving back from Anaheim.
Ghost Hunter, that is true. That fella is missing his head.
He is, because I'm painting it separately.
Just the head.
This man's getting painted in subassemblies.
I did play some Blood Bowl. Blood Bowl is one of those games that when you go into it, you just know it's going to be wild and crazy. If you go in that with 0 expectations, it's amazing. You can do your best, but at the end of the day, you roll a 1, you're done.
All players are equal before the dice.
That is true.
Especially in Blood Bowl.
That's very profound, Jordan.
Hey, you know what? I'm a man of many talents.
This is looking good.
You'll notice that this man has gribblies for days.
Yeah, there are so many dangly bits on there.
Yep.
That's wild.
Now, most of it is just gold, so we don't have to worry about a lot of it. And our washes and such will deal with a lot of the trim.
Yeah. Now, that's a cool workup. I like it. Yeah, I thought about the gnomes. I was gonna buy the gnomes strictly out of I like those models. They get me jazzed, and I want to paint them. I have the halflings for Blood Bowl, which I really like. So I'm like, if I want to buy another army, the halflings and gnomes, they are, probably similar stats, so they're probably going to be a very similar team to play. So I decided not
So
to do that.
I'm really surprised that you don't have hobbits
For Middle Earth strategy game?
Yeah.
I'm
shocked.
I originally thought about going hobbits.
Because it's a horde of crappy little dudes.
Well, I thought
which
about
is
it.
exactly a thing that you love.
Yes.
You like it either way. You like one huge, big, stompy thing.
Big model.
Or a gajillion teeny tiny little ones that are crap.
That's right.
There's no in between for you. Christopher does not exist in between.
Now, hey, my Nurgle lives in between. Nurgle, I actually play mortals, and I play them pretty decently when I can remember the rules and not cheat.
Well, we should probably do less of that whole cheating thing.
The halflings do not have a Goose Ghost Hunter. Yeah, no, yeah, yes, they do not. They do not. I originally thought about buying hobbits. I really did. But the problem is they were so hard to get when Jason introduced me to the game way back in the day, right?
Fair.
So I was thinking about getting them, but all of them are metal.
Like
they're old models.
Yeah.
They were hard to get.
Yeah.
And
I can't deny you that.
Yeah, and so I'm like, okay, the goblins, Goblin Town. I like the Goblin King. I'm like, okay, I could just buy 2 boxes and the Goblin King, and I've got 500 points. I'm done. So that's what I ended up doing.
Instead of spending $400 on
trying to find Hobbit models.
But you could also make a really awesome Shire board.
This is true. We have a question. What do you think of metal miniatures? Miniature? Oh my! I'm ridiculous. Let's go back to that question.
Alfarius Omega.
Yep.
You're awesome, by the way. I just started playing Alpha Legion, and it's pretty awesome. So, right there with you, buddy. The answer to that question for me is metal miniatures are good. I think that there's a place for it. Fortunately, these days we have a lot of other great options.
Mm-hmm.
So, we have really nice resin casts, and we have really nice plastic kits now. So we don't really need a ton. They are cheap, and well, this is the thing, because they are cheap to produce, as far as you can make a lot of them very quickly.
Yeah.
But the raw material is expensive. Is
Any
the big
chance
problem with that.
you could brush that gold on a model just so we can see the difference it makes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can do that.
So that's... So to go back to the metal models, I actually found an army for OPR. I found a sculptor, I forget his name, but he made these cute little gnomes, metal gnomes sculpts, and I bought a bunch of those, and I actually really like them. It's actually been really a joy to paint. Oh, that looks good even with a brush.
Yep. Yeah, it's got that nice, dark gold feel. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to some of our washes here. And in this case, we're going to go for mostly flush wash.
Uh-huh.
Because I want to add a little bit of redness to the armor. And then a little bit of brown wash to make it not super dark. Or not super warm.
Source is asking, it looks a bit richer. Does it come out the same amount of met?
So it's a little shinier when you apply it by hand, but it dries.
It'll dry
pretty similar.
Yeah. Purple wash on gold. Interesting.
Did I say purple?
No. Somebody was asking that, Clarkatron.
No, we're doing flush wash.
Yep.
Brown wash. 2 to 1.
2 to 1.
2 to 1. And then we're gonna add some glaze
I wonder
wash
what
medium.
noosh with this combo would look like on that model too. It's gonna be a nice workup, Jordan.
It's not gonna be too bad. We're mixing this all up. Got a nice fluid mixture. And then we're gonna start adding some water.
Just a couple little drops, or
Yep.
nice.
All right, so that is looking like the right consistency to me.
Yeah.
So now we're just gonna throw this all over the model. So this does a couple of things. One, it redefines all the little details for us.
Yep.
So it helps us separate out things like this fur arm that comes down here.
Yeah.
Let me move these out of the way so I can scooch over. Make it a little more simple.
Oh yeah, that's a good position. That's good positioning there.
And then
That looks great.
the right consistency to sit down into those little recesses without causing too much problem.
Mm-hmm.
And especially it's important around this chest area here where there's all this filigree.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to add so much that it's pooling a ton, so I want to remove a lot of it as I'm going through here.
Could I use noosh with true metal paints itself as well?
Yeah,
Good question. Yep.
it'll work.
Mm-hmm.
Your mileage may vary as far as the result that you get, but you know, if you have a good use for it, then yeah, there's no reason you couldn't do it.
Game delay. Chris's excitement about the model positioning pulled my attention back to the stream. Good. I'm glad it did.
Good.
Good.
Christopher and I have been doing a lot of video recording today, so he's in that kind of mood.
I am. All about those camera angles. This is looking great.
Why, thank you. I think it's looking quite nice myself.
Now, how long do you let your washes dry, Jordan, before you start doing anything on top of them?
Until they're completely dry.
Like, totally dry.
Yeah. If you don't wait, you can end up with a lot of like tide marks and things.
Yeah.
Which look really bad. So that is not what we want.
Gravity, yeah, true. But I'm not sure how much noosh might dilute the metals. What do you think about that question, Jordan?
As far as using douche with metallics?
Yeah, I think that's what
I
you're
mean,
asking, Gravity.
what's the application you're going for?
You see,
right? Like,
yeah, can I use
what's
noosh with
the
true
goal?
metals? Yeah, what are you looking to do?
Yeah, because the answer is you can mix the two together and it's not going to break anything by doing it, but you're going to get a very specific effect. And the question is, what is the goal of the effect that you're trying to achieve?
Yeah.
And is it the best option for you? If that makes sense.
It'd be kind of cool to test that, though. I haven't even thought about doing that.
You could do it like,
I wonder what you could do with dark silver with noosh, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of dark silver and a lot of noosh. Obviously, my models are just typically big models that I'm painting. I would want to try that on one of my Gorkonauts. That could be kind of cool, right?
yeah. I mean, so if I were to do it, right, I would use, I I would use a darker color over a really bright base coat. So like if you used our silver and then you mixed dark silver or magnesium would probably be better even.
Yeah. Gravity is not a specific effect. I got interested in Noosh as a method of panel lining. Dark silver was the very color I had in mind. Yeah, I was just thinking about that. That actually.
So I would not panel line with a dark silver. I would panel line with a dark opaque color.
Oh.
I would not use metallics. It's a dark line.
Panel lining, yeah.
Yeah, if you're doing panel lining, use black. Use like a black brown, something like that. You'll have a much better experience with that.
Yeah. Now I really want to try Noosh with metallics, though.
Do I have?
That could be fun.
I need a little thingamabob.
What do you need?
I need something. Ooh, can I get some of that tape?
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna need to let this dry, and I'd like to work on something while we're doing that. And I got a face that I can paint, and some other little doohickeys. We're gonna save these 2 other colors. Thank you. How dare you? Man was not prepared before coming to stream. How dare he? Trying to figure out what I'm gonna stick this on. There we go. All right. So this is going to be really small. So we're going to start with a nice let's see here. We pick like a nice green color of some kind. Mayhaps a dark yellow green.
I'm back. Make him a tiger. Gravity, you're gonna love Noosh then. Noosh is definitely a fun tool to use. I had some fun with it, that's for sure.
Yeah, you did.
I did.
You made a mess.
Gravity, I painted I covered my whole Orc Stompa in Noosh. It was petroleum brown, transparent brown with Noosh. I used half a bottle. And
used half a bottle.
I did, and the mixture was so big I had to put it in a camping cup. It was great. Yeah, but you're gonna love it, Gravity. This is the dude's head, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the DA100. I heard Jason announce that on April Fool's.
Oh, yeah. Couldn't have been you, huh?
Couldn't have been me. I needed the WAD. You're very correct. I did need the DA100.
You got to finish up your Jason's troll.
Oh, Jason's troll?
Yeah, you should finish it up using the DA200.
Which troll are you talking about?
The one that was being painted on stream that day. By none other than Jason.
That's right. Oh, you talking about his Gargant? My Gargant?
Yeah.
Chris's Gargant?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the story was he was going to paint that.
Oh.
I have had trouble with petroleum brown and Noosh. Did you do anything special? You know what? No, I didn't. I was trying to get the ratio right. with noosh. What's the proper ratio you would say, Jordan, for noosh?
I mean, there's a lot of different proper ratios.
Yeah,
This is kind of
you gotta
the
play
tricky
around
part
with
there.
it. I did a direct 1-to-1 with mine, which ended up being, gosh, it was wild. I'm trying to describe so basically it looked like I put peanut butter all over my Stampa, right? But when it dried up, and then I wiped most of it away with a sponge, but the petroleum brown came out pretty cool. But I didn't do a direct like 1-to-1 on it. I put some transparent brown with the petroleum brown and noosh. So I did equal parts all around essentially. But no, it was 50%, 25% petroleum brown, 25% transparent brown, and then 50% noosh. That's what I ended up doing for mine. And I came out pretty good. So I didn't do anything special. I used a lot though. So I'm not the best judge on this, I don't think, but like I used a lot. Because it was a huge model. I'm like, well, I don't know how it's gonna come out. Jason, I've seen Jason use it a bunch, and he was helping me try to figure out, no, he wasn't trying to. I don't remember if it was you or Jason, but whoever, I was trying to figure out that ratio, and that's what I came up with. I might be goes through the world record holder for that. Yeah, try that mix, and play around with it. The next thing I want to do for my Nurgle army is doing noosh with green, like making like a really cool green effect. I think that would be kind of cool.
Okay.
Right? What do you think, Jordan?
To make a really cool green effect?
I don't know. I noosh in green. I just want to see how it works. I bet you there's some mixture you could do that apply with a pressure washer. That's funny. There could be now I'm thinking about it. Oh, hear me out, chat. Here's what I'm gonna try.
Oh no!
I have a bunch of trees, a bunch of Sylvaneth trees.
Oh no!
Right? If I paint them brown and then I do like a really like light green, maybe like dark yellow green and green moss kind of noosh effect. Kind of like Dirty Down or whatever that stuff is called. I've seen that. It's really popular. So I'm going to try to make a moss effect with the noosh. That inspires me, Jordan. That's the name of it.
That's the name
noosh
of
moss, everybody. Oh, look how the camera is adjusting to my finger. That's funny.
Gosh darn it, Christopher.
We're gonna do moss with noosh. I guess. I don't know. Who knows? It could look horrible.
All right,
or
so I
it
mixed
could be the best thing ever.
A little bit of the dark yellow green.
Sorry,
with a little bit of red oxide.
Serious things over here.
And now I'm mixing up a nice thin glaze of Shadow Flesh to start base coating the skin.
Now I got chat thinking about my moss workup for noosh, Jordan.
How dare you?
I think it could be cool. I think I'm onto something.
Christopher, you're a monster.
Or, yeah, it's probably true.
There
has to be the people like me to teach the world what not to do, right? Like, if you have that thing in your mind, it's like, oh, I wonder what this would be. Nah, I don't want to do that. I shouldn't do that. That would be a waste of paint. Someone has to do it for the people. And I could be that person.
Isn't that kind of my job?
I don't know. Is it?
I think so.
I think you do it in a more pragmatic way where I'm more of like hey, what if I just took a bath in noosh or something like that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you shouldn't be doing that either. Remember, you work for us now. You're here full time.
The moss effect with noosh might work. Go darker shade. Okay, paint licker's on. Okay, we're on to this, chat. The next time you see me on stream, whenever that is in the future, right? I will do the moss workup for you.
He's never going to be on stream ever again.
Jordan.
By my powers, you are banished hereforth from the stream room.
I am going to put green with noosh.
I'm just kidding. I think you should try it.
I think it could be good, Jordan.
I think there's a lot of things in this world that could be good.
That's right.
I'm not sure that's one of them.
Yeah, Paint Licker's on board with this.
Can
Why
you
not
guys even
do
see
it
this?
now, Jordan? No, Jordan is painting a face and he's trying to focus. And then Chris is throwing around ideas like, maybe we should make a moss effect with noosh, which is a great idea when I say it out loud.
You guys see what I have to deal with
No
every day?
speed paint.
I'm channeling a little bit of
Oh,
Jason
you could
today.
do like a transparent green mixture over it. I don't know how it's gonna. I don't know how that would dry though. That's the big kicker, right? How would it dry? Because I don't know if
Using
we have enough
moss,
time to test
you
it.
wanna-
Because you gotta like. Jordan probably has a real moss workup.
Yeah, I mean, look, if you're going for moss, I always like doing texture
Yeah.
to get the moss. It's a great way to get that texture going. It'll look really nice.
With an airbrush, you mean?
No, just by hand.
Oh, okay.
Just put that crap on, guy.
I know. It's just not. I was just trying to come up with a way to do moss.
I just gave you one.
Moss. Hey, Baby J, random question. Could you show us how to do a moss effect with noosh? Specifically, that is from Paint Liquor. Great question, Paint Liquor.
Paint liquor, you're fired.
Moss plus noosh. Moosh. Oh, game delay. Moosh Flores. Flores and noosh floosh. I don't like how that sounds. Floosh. Now,
Just floosh it.
now, fluorescence and noosh is a cool deal. I've actually, who did that?
Has somebody done it?
I don't know. I thought I saw somebody. I thought not one of you did it. That'd be kind of cool for like going over a white.
Yeah, doing like a glow effect
Yeah.
of some kind. Yeah.
That could be really cool. Pluck foam, noosh green paint equals moss. Great idea. I do flock a lot of stuff. I do. I use a lot of flocking on my terrain and some of my army. Some of my Sylvaneth actually has real flock, but
So I'm just bringing up the brightness with this shadow flush over those underpainted base coats. We're coming along nicely on this guy drying up.
oh my gosh.
Gotta wait a little bit longer.
Bad.
So the name of the game when it comes to this sort of stuff is all just multitasking. You want to find the best solution right in front of you to get as much stuff done as efficiently as possible.
And you start with dark yellow green on that?
Yep. I just more or less picked a random green.
Game delay. I prefer Christopher. Don't flock with us on stream. Oh my gosh, our hearts can't handle it. That's funny. My crazy painting techniques are not allowed. That's funny. Y'all, I knew that was gonna happen. Going crazy with flock.
You going crazy with flock over there?
No, just Chad is.
Oh.
Oh, crazy. Now it's got me laughing. Jordan over here is trying to be trying to do a face and I'm being a goofball. Now, the one thing I do now, okay, here's a question for you.
Yeah, hit me with it.
When do you paint the eyes and when do you not paint the eyes? Because I've seen people just like, hey, you know what? I'm going to bypass the eyes. This face looks good. Do I need to paint the eyes, right?
I mean, you never need to paint the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, you can just leave a painting without eyes and it's fine.
Yeah. That's true.
But, it doesn't afford you a lot of benefits, right? Wait, hold on. I totally lost track of my thoughts.
You got so intense with what you were doing that you're just like, goop.
Yeah, my brain just
You're just
imploded. Okay, hold on. Let's roll back the clock a little bit.
Jeff, can you see the eyes? Good point. That's a great question.
So the question is, when do you paint the eyes?
Yeah, so
there's a couple of routes for this.
Yeah. When is the eye too small to paint?
They exist. These are very small.
Well, I have
Very
Acorn from Blood Bowl, who's a little squirrel that comes in one of the tree men's, has eyes, and I'm like, I'm not painting that.
Yeah, you should paint that squirrel to have nice purple eyes.
No, I'm not painting
Nice
those
purple
eyes.
irises.
Oh, okay. See.
Yeah. So my recommendation would be to do Okay, so do the eyes first.
Really?
Yeah.
Like before you do anything.
Yeah. So I'll show you why. I'm gonna demonstrate on this guy because he's got big eyes.
You're right, Game Delay. Kurt, they do need to see.
I also
color
need
lenses painting them small face dark shade. Yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm. Baka, that's very true.
All right. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find the eyeballs. I'm gonna take a little bit of black.
No, but this is a big model, Jordan.
Yeah, but it's gonna demonstrate what I'm talking about.
Okay,
right?
that's a good point.
So we're gonna paint the eyes black.
Is that coal black or satin black?
This is coal black.
Coal black.
Hey, somebody likes us.
And then on this side, we're gonna paint this whole area here black.
Ooh, okay.
So this demonstrates kind of the difference between the two.
Yeah.
So this is me painting the eye afterwards
Oh, I see what you're saying.
versus before.
Yeah.
So in the before times,
Gravity, that's very true. I do paint a lot of my models to the 3-foot rule for wargaming. If I can't see or the detail from 3 feet away, sometimes I don't do it. But this is a very good technique that Jordan is about to show me. He's about to blow my mind.
so you kind of want to take like the highlight for the skin tone
Yeah.
here. I like to add a little bit of black to it to make it a little bit more gray
Mm-hmm.
for the irises, because your irises aren't going to be completely white.
Right. Oh, that's a nice color.
Yeah, it's like this kind of nice.
What
like,
was that workup again? You said
this is just shadow flesh plus a little bit of ivory.
nice. I like that.
Plus just like the smallest amount of black.
Okay.
So here's the cool thing about painting the eyes this way. Is I can paint the whole kind of a chunk of the
Right.
socket
Yeah.
and not be super precise. Whereas here,
You got to be super precise.
I want to leave a little bit of that black on the top and bottom.
Yeah. Oh, look at so good. Yeah.
Okay.
Delay, it's a good point. Marker pens, I've seen that done too.
But the cool thing you can do, if you haven't painted the eyes yet, is you can go back in
Mm-hmm.
and you can go
Yep, I see what you're saying. Paint around it.
Yep. You can carve the eye
Carve the eye out.
back in,
Very good point.
and then what you do is you paint the skin around it.
Right. That's what I need to do. So my halflings are gonna have that problem, right? The eyes are so tiny, but you can totally see that they have them, right? Pupils is what I need to really work on. Game Delay's got a good point. You could use like a tiny marker, but you want to know the eyes you did on your box art for the second texture trainer was dope. Those came out great.
Those are pretty simple too.
The blue eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
So-
There's that pupil. And then do you
Put
do
the
like a little
pupil.
white dot in the middle of that?
So I'm actually gonna go further. So these are bigger, so I can actually paint color in.
Right. You can actually do color.
Yeah. So if I wanted him to have like a green eyes, right? You take some of this dark yellow green.
Carving eyes out. Ooh. Yummy. With a melon baller. Oh man. That's intense.
I don't know if you can see that. Can you see
I
that
can.
green?
What's that? Is that green?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it. Now that you mentioned that it's green. No, actually, that was dark yellow green.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then what you can do is you can take a little bit of yellow to give it a little bit more power.
Their eyes are bigger than their stomach. That is true gameplay.
As you can go in, you can mix a little bit of the two,
Mm-hmm.
get a brighter highlight. And you can kind of just mash it into the center of the eye.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then what you do is you take your block again, and then you just hit the center.
Very lightly. Yeah.
I wonder if you can punch in. Can you punch in on the side? You can punch in on the other side.
Yeah,
I'll go to the
but
other
you
side.
can see Jordan. I could see that.
Can
Like, yeah. You don't even almost think, punching in's cool. But like even from here, it's cool to see. Like you can see that. So that looks
Great.
great.
And then I like to go a little bit. If you really want to go crazy with it.
Yeah, now it's really getting defined. You can see that. All right, now do your 2 pinpoints of white for reflections.
I'm gonna put one in right now.
Baka, he's gonna do it. He's going deep. There it is. Check it out. Nice. Beautiful.
And the trick is you want to put that right between the center of the iris and the sclera.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That looks great.
So now he's got a nice green eye.
I'm in the find out phase of Daring Baby J.
In the find out phase. So like, for
Okay.
instance, if I were
Yeah.
gonna do like another crazy eye,
A crazy.
so I could do what's his face?
Woohoo!
Darth Maul's eyes.
Yeah. Darth Maul has red eyes, right?
Yeah.
Or like red fiery eyes.
He's got like He has red eyes, but his like whole irises are kind of glazed with like a reddish orange.
How do you do that, but 10 times X smaller? Yeah, now do it on a Hobbit.
I mean, you're not going to do all these colors and stuff.
No,
but,
not at all.
But you kind of see the idea, right? If you're going to go back on this side.
Yep.
I really like painting eyes at the scale. So sorry, guys.
No, it's great. No, this is cool. Because then you can just take this and then scale it down.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have to be, eyes on models. They don't have to be crazy, especially when they're little hobbits. Because it doesn't apply to the 3-foot rule. I can't see it 3 feet away, but that eye looks great. Bigger models for sure.
And now,
Yeah, Game Billy, that's a good point.
you have a really nice eye.
Yeah, that looks great. I do the same thing. Like I'll get better. Like I did one of my halflings' eyes, and they came out okay. One of them's a little crazy, but they're all right.
So yeah, you get the idea.
Baka, yes, it is.
But
true.
for these eyes, here's what I'm gonna do. A little bit of black. Because these are basically just little teeny tiny orbs.
Right.
Do a little bit of cleanup while that dries. Clean up like the hair, some of the little things that connect to his face. Got little tube apparatuses going on.
Absolutely, have a good one.
Who's out of here?
Chip. Oh. I thought I dropped something.
See you, Avenger. So while it dries, cleaning up everything else.
The way I fix doing eyes, fire arc, that's funny, was to always paint models with hats that covered them up. There's a lot of truth in that. Don't buy models with eyes.
Don't buy models with eyes. Good luck. There are a lot of them. And many of them are very cool and are worth your time and effort to paint.
That's just tall Joe. His eye was always looked a little off. Now it's not a mistake. That's very, very true, Paint Liquor. If it's intentional, right, then you can never make a mistake, right? I intended for that to happen.
All right. Now we're going to take that iris color that we were mixing up earlier.
Yeah. There it is. There we go. Nice.
So you can tell that the right eye is a little bit bigger than the left eye is.
Is that intentional?
Nope.
What's that?
Nope. So I'm trying to even them out a little bit.
No, Jordan, you were supposed to say yes. That's everything is intentional. You're doing this all with intent.
I mean, everything I'm doing is with intent. Whether or not I
intentionally
get it
doing it
right,
well.
whether or not I get it right is a whole nother deal. Okay, so I've gotten to kind of make those look a little bit more even. And then
you just do one little pupil. Now he's looking off to the left or to the right. That looks pretty good.
all right. And then what I'm going to do is as I paint the rest of the face,
Yeah.
I'm going to clean it up.
Okay, I see. Because you still got to paint some of the face stuff.
Yep.
Panic Bomb Challenge Mini is done.
Wow. That's fast.
That's impressive. That's very impressive.
All right. So we're adding back this mid-tone to the face.
A barbarian dude. Huh. I'll have to check it out.
And this time I'm going to use a little bit of black here. I'm going to have to paint over this, but I want to redefine those lines above and below.
3 versions of this to show now, and it's fun to see the that'll be
Or,
cool.
looks like I'm repainting the eyes.
You gotta repaint the eyes?
Sometimes that'll happen as you go back in and then the paint will just kind of reflood the eyes.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
This guy has very small eyes. And he's got like eyelids too.
Yeah.
So the eyes look kind of weird if you don't get them perfectly correct.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Painting eyes, folks. That does not inspire me. Now, what inspires me is to try to paint eyes well. Or when you get one of them done and it's just, it just worked, that is inspiring.
Right, there we go. Now I got his like little teeny tiny eyes.
Yeah. You all right over there?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get. I just hate eyes. I hate painting eyes.
Well, that's the thing. Like, the eyes do not inspire
You're not alone,
us.
folks. You're not alone. It sucks for everybody. Okay. We're doing it the way.
Because then you'll just go around it.
Yep.
No, that's a good frame of mind, though.
But
right?
like, look, I just tried to do it by cheating, and didn't work.
Hey, can't cheat.
So
Break
then we
the
go back to
rules,
doing
not
this
the law.
Did you say follow the rules but not the law?
No, break the rules, not the law.
Okay, good.
I think Arnold Schwarzenegger said that.
I think Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Break the rules,
said
not
that.
the law. And that was not a good Arnold impersonation.
No.
I sounded like
I only got
An
that
old New
because of the
Yorker.
context.
break the rules, not the law. All right? Okay, forget about it. That's my best Arnold
That's not even
Schwarzenegger.
a Hoffman impersonation.
Hey, forget about it. Break the rules, not the law, all right? What are we going to do? Take it easy.
You crazy dog.
They should make decal stickers for eyes. $1 million idea.
No. Bad idea.
Okran's like, hey, they shouldn't make decal stickers for eyes. That's a great idea. Oh. Hey, break the rules, not the law. Sounds like a rule. That is a good point, Paint Liquor.
Hey, you want to paint those eyes? It's gonna be hard, okay? Nobody said it was gonna be easy, Jordan. I can't wait to talk to Jordan this way for years to come now. Hey, Jordan, you painting eyes over there? Forget about it. I love that I'm trying to be as distracting as possible. Why Jordan is literally trying to chisel out art right now, and I'm just being a dork. Hey, Jordan, how those eyeballs going? Forget about it. I'm
Hey,
so...
somebody likes us.
Oh my gosh, I'm losing it, chat.
I'm so glad that somebody followed us because of that.
Oh yeah, do the
Yay!
Jason voice at him. I don't know what you're talking about. I've never done a Jason impression in my entire life.
Oh, I see what you did there.
You gotta paint all those little men, Jordan, with the little eyeballs. It's good, and I like it. Forget about it.
You can't say it and then laugh.
Gabe's like, you're gonna have to put up with chat.
Chat, showed have to put up
Joey
with.
Bag Donuts is here. Oh my gosh, what? That was funny. Comedy. That's comedy. I love that I'm being trying to be distracting at the most important part of eyeball painting. That is going in my autobiography. I'm resisting the urge to keep talking like that. Oh my goodness. Those are looking great, Jordan.
You know what?
Or better yet, Jordan, those are looking fantastic.
Screw you.
I think those eyeballs look amazing, all right? They remind me of my mother. She was a good lady. Oh my gosh, dude. I'm so dumb.
At least you admit it.
At least he admits it, chat.
Oh, God.
My mother was a space marine.
That's amazing.
Oh, Baka.
My mother was a space marine. You guys...
My mother was a space marine, all right? Forget about it. I might be broken. My brain might be broken. That's what doctors would tell me 10 years later.
Now
when
you're
they analyze it.
you're just figuring this out.
Okay, Baki, you don't know how many times I'm gonna say my mother was a space marine around this office. You don't know what you just did. That is going to be one of my first tattoos. My mother was a space marine, all right? And she was a good lady, Ma! She was a good lady! Oh my goodness.
What is wrong with you, Christopher?
Brooklyn Italians trying to paint space marines. That is a good skit. Today we're gonna go get a sandwich, a bread sandwich. That's a Family Guy joke. You ever have a bread sandwich? It's good. I like a little bit of rye with a piece of sourdough in the middle. It's great. She was a good lady. She was fantastic. She was a fantastic lady. She was the best lady there ever was.
What's happening to Christopher?
I said my mother was a space marine, chat. She was a space marine. Oh, this isn't good. Oh, there's that gold again.
I hate you so much right now.
Chat,
So
we
I'm
did
gonna finish painting the face, and then we're gonna put the face inside the head.
it. Yeah, right. That's right, Panic Bob. She was salt of the earth, my mother.
Salt of the earth. The salt of the earth. Oh my gosh.
She was the salt of the earth. T. Schmidt, you might be correct. I think Chris needs a snack.
I think Christopher needs a
snack.
snack.
Waiter! Oh, shit.
Oh,
Nobody's
waiter.
coming.
Waiter. Where's the waiters? Why we gotta wait so long for the waiters? Wait staff's taking a break or something.
Oh my gosh. This is what happens when I watch somebody else trying to paint eyes. So can you imagine me trying to paint eyes? It's a mess. An absolute travesty. I just can't get that out of my mind, dude.
What, my mom was a space marine?
My mother was a space marine. And he was a good boy, that Johnny. That Johnny was a good boy. Wad, take it easy, man.
See you, Wad. Good luck.
Have a great day, everybody. From all of our family to yours, have a great day. Best VOD ever, am I right? Start off with a banger of me having to reset that app. You get the little pre-show, then we got the real start. This is going great.
I'm concerned for your well-being.
Facepalm. No, this is good.
Uh-huh.
This is good. Now, Jordan, you're painting little hoses or something now on this guy?
Yeah. No.
I like the blue choice. Okay, let's take a second, chat. Let's take it. Let's
Christopher is
moment.
taking over the stream.
No, I'm not. I haven't taken over anything. I'm just the portal to entertainment right now. Could you imagine if your face had hoses coming out of it like that? That could be that'd be hard. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like that looks painful.
He's also got a thing
tough.
coming out of his forehead.
That's true. I guess it's a different. His mother was good though.
His mother was good though.
It
She's a
does look
fine
painful.
lady.
Oh, she was a great lady. Salt of the earth. It was a face. It's a face only a mother could love. No, that's okay. There are probably people who have to deal with that in real life. So,
Yeah. I think so.
but not to a space marine degree. Some of that space marine stuff is wild. Because he's a space marine, right? Am I doing? Did
no.
I just disqualify myself from all lore discussions?
Technically, he's not.
Oh, okay. What is he?
He's
A big beefy dude?
Custode.
Ah, custodes. I like the custodes. They're good people, those custodes. Are they good people? I don't know.
They're good guys.
Ah, yeah. I love the custodes. I remember when I was a custode. Now I'm just getting into an old man. Oh my gosh, Jordan is trying to focus. Isn't everything 40K Space Marine Source? There's some truth to that.
I don't technically
This is
think
40K.
that they're
There are
Space
no
Marines.
good people. Bioenhanced human, right? Yep. Mm-hmm.
Not all bioenhanced humans are Space Marines.
I'm pretty sure we don't bolt hoses to people currently. T. Schmidt? T.
Correct.
Schmidt's a doctor. Not in this way. Yeah. My mother was a space marine. That's the last time I'm going to say it. That was
No,
it.
it's not.
Nope, it's not. Not even close.
How about Willie Hahn? I just got Christopher so good.
Now, where did that come from? Where did that come? Willie Hanna. Now, what's that? Remind me where that came from. Willie Hanna. I don't even know what that is, but it just because I was saying Benny Hanna, the restaurant.
You know what's
right?
great? So we were in Anaheim, And the place that we went to for dinner on Sunday was
Yeah.
literally right across from a Benihana's.
And you said Willy Hanna.
Yeah, I said it to Jason. He was like, "What?" And I'm like, it's a joke between Chris and I."
It's Willy Hanna. Willy Hanna over there. I don't remember even where that came from.
I meant to take a photo of the sign and send it to you and say, "Willy Hanna?" Question mark. You would have died.
Hanna.
You would have
Our
died.
custodies made from scratch or enhanced from baseline humans. Now I can't remember. Not everything in 40K is Space Marine, but his mama was. That's right. His mama was a 40K. Oh my gosh, I might have just died a little bit in my brain, chat. You're witnessing the death right now of me.
The
in my
beginning of the
sanity.
death.
It's the beginning of the end.
The end and the beginning.
End of the beginning. Now, all jokes aside, that's a good looking face. That's a great looking face, Jordan. You're doing good. Baka, you don't even know the storm you've caused in such a great and brilliant way. I'm going to say my motto was a Space Marine probably 1,000 more times this week.
It's really true. He is gonna do it, and it's
His
gonna
mama would be
suck.
so proud of him. She so would. Source. Oh, he's put the head on. You guys watch that. Whoa, he's put the head on. Well done, Jordan. Now paint the reflection on his eyes. That's from Game Delay, not from me. From Game Delay. He's doing a great job on this custode. Look at that. Look at that custode.
I'm gonna glue that in.
Reminds me of a younger me.
Reminds me of a younger me. We don't have glue, do we? Oh, we do. It's right here. Bang.
That's true. You did start with well done, Game Delay. Yeah, Source, it makes you mad, doesn't it? I want to paint that good. I want to paint that good fast. Yeah. Jordan's got a, that's, hey, you know what? Jordan's got a special skill. Beautiful. It's beautiful to watch.
You're
But it makes me
beautiful to
mad.
watch.
It makes me upset. But Jordan's a good boy. He's a good boy, Chad.
He's a good boy.
He's a good boy. Salt the earth, that Jordan. He's a salt of the earth. Painting eyeballs all day. It's
Just
great.
put the paint in the right place the first time.
DA 100. That's right. Just paint the right place, the right. That T. Schmidt. There's some science behind what you just said. It's good. It's good.
All right, let's mark up some places where we're gonna put some red.
So now you're doing red now.
Yeah, I kind of want to block in some more of the
Okay.
color here.
Now back to real painting, chat. Even though Jordan's been real painting the whole time.
Yeah, what have you been painting this whole time?
Nothing. I've been painting my mind with my Mudda. My Mudda was a space marine.
Your terrible Mutta was a space marine
Now,
jokes.
what is that? Is that burnt red? Is that red oxide? What is
burnt
that?
red plus a little bit of black.
Wow. I love that color when it dries up like that. It's so good.
You are a special kind of boy.
The Punisher, that is absolutely. At this point, I don't even care about fast. I just want to be able to paint that well when I'm actually taking my time and trying. There's
you
some
know?
truth to that.
Take your time, have fun with it,
His-
and you
his
know
mother
eventually
was a
you'll get there.
Renaissance painter. That's right. Black red. Oh, T. Schmidt, you're onto something. That's right. Nothing to it, chap. Jordan just picks great colors and applies them with skill. That's it. Nothing to it, right? That's right,
So-
Game Delay. You make a good point there.
Just using this burnt red plus coal
What's-
black.
What's the ratio on that? 1 to
It
1?
was like 1-to-1. Most of the time, a pretty good guess for the ratio is going to be 1-to-1,
Yeah.
and then adjust from there.
Mm-hmm.
That was a mistake.
Quick. close, chat. His mother would be so proud of him for acting so quickly. Yeah, I know. See, now, Jordan had extreme self-control. If I was over there, I'd have to dismiss myself. Those mistakes, catastrophic in my world. Done. Model in the garbage. Done. We're done here. Oh, you made a mistake? Garbage. I'm done. Sold. I'm out of here. See, that shoulder pad had some blood splatter. That's right. See, Jordan acted like a firefighter, like going into a burning house, right? Like he didn't think about it. He just fixed the problem. Christopher, I would have just been like, well, world's ending. I'm out of here. It's been real nice chat. It's been great. God bless America. Peace. And I would throw all my models in the garbage. Jordan reacted with haste and dignity. And it worked great. Because he's from Willihana. Let that motherfucker burn.
I've beaten you. You cannot win.
No, it's part of the reflection on the metal. No mistakes here. That's right. Stay calm, don't panic, and throw it in the paint strip. You know what, T. Schmidt? Maybe that's what I should do more often, is throw it in the paint stripper. That's what I probably should do.
You guys are ridiculous.
Chris, are you getting in on the Golden Demon fever with the others? Now, that is a very interesting question, going back to our topic at hand of staying inspired. Now, for me personally, it's hard for me to answer because a part of me is like, oh, that's a really cool, fun idea. I think that's an amazing, fun thing with the team. Like, I just think that's a fun thing, right? Now, the other side of me also, that almost makes me want to stay away from painting because I'll take it way too seriously from my end. Because I want to take, when I dive into those, I'll be like, oh, I'll dive into it, right? So, but then will it take the joy out of it? Because painting for me is a very joy-bringing thing. Like, I do it to decompress. I do it when I need to not look at the screens, and you know, it's a very important ritual for me when I paint. It gets me into a creative mindset. So if I was doing that for a competition, I'd have to be in a very right mindset. Now, the idea I have two ideas that I would do, right? Both are Middle Earth based, right?
So I'm going to interject you really quick so that people know what I'm doing while I'm doing this.
Yes.
I'm applying that initial base coat that we put on the armor. I'm now glazing this over the deep recessed areas.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. Your thing is an important workup. Now, the two ideas I have are for Middle Earth, right? Because I love Lord of the Rings. I love Tolkien, and I something that gets me jazzed is thinking about building out a piece that is very Tolkien, like history accurate, right? And like having somebody notice that, only if you could notice it in the model, right? The first one I thought about doing was kind of the piece would be called Take Us South, where I'd have Merry and Pippin on the back of Treebeard, but Treebeard there would be Fangorn behind him, but then in front of him would be just this massively burnt field with a bunch of like ant remains and stuff like that. And, you know, because like, you know, I shouldn't say ant remains, that's not really accurate, but just tree remains, like burnt trees. Thought that'd be kind of cool, right? The other one is a really, really lofty idea of making Old Man Willow, a diorama of Old Man Willow, and sculpting out a tree with the hobbits, with Merry and Pippin falling asleep, and Frodo falling in the water, and Sam trying to get him out of the water and all that. But making Old Man Willow, when then painting up the hobbits, the plastic hobbits from the Middle Earth set, and doing like really good work up on those. So those are my 2 ideas I would do. Feel free to steal those, chat, because I don't know if I'm gonna do it. Don't steal those. I'll come hunt you down. I have the VOD proof now.
I have VOD proof now.
I Old Man Willow, and that scene is one of my favorite scenes, because then I was gonna like, hey, maybe I should do Tom Bombadil like coming and telling Old Man Willow to like stop messing with the hobbits and blah blah blah, that whole part of the story.
Never seen that part.
You've never seen that part? Have you read the book?
Nope.
What?
Nope.
You haven't read the book?
Nope.
You haven't read the book?
Nope.
It's okay. That's what I'm here for. You can just ask me. I can tell you the whole thing.
That's probably true.
But I'm already starting that thing you said. Now you're gonna look real silly. Dang it, the Punisher! I knew it. I've got the VOD proof.
It was my idea the whole time. How dare you steal it?
See now thinking about that, going back off T Schmidt's comment, I might just do that to do it, right? Because that's like getting me sculpting, and terrain is getting me more inspired nowadays. Like terrain stuff and dioramas are getting me more jazzed right now, currently, than painting models. What inspires me? My mudda being a space marine every day of the week source.
You say weak source?
I said source week. Day of the week, Jordan. I said day of the week. Forget about it.
I love that somebody just honked outside.
I just heard that. They heard
perfect.
me. Hey, who are you talking to? I don't even know what I'm doing now.
Hey, I'm walking here.
Hey, I'm walking here. Forget about it.
Forget about it.
Yeah, forget about it. So silly.
We're ridiculous.
Is there a model you could use for Tom Bombadil?
There is a Tom Bombadil model.
Yes, but that model's also metal, and his pose is weird.
It's also very old.
It's very old. The pose is like him, like holding the. You can't. I think it's metal, so you can't sculpt it very well, or I can't because I'm not that good. I'm sure somebody else could totally do that. I can't do that. But I might do it for yourself and put it in the demon case just to show it off. That's true. I could do that, but it's also a very ambitious project. But I did see this one technique because I would probably use, because our texture paints I love our texture paints on so many different things. I wish I did my Gargants with that when I was making that grand mistake. But making, I just saw this video on somebody taking like 15 gauge wire, I think that's what it's called, and making a tree out of this, like, and making the branches out of that wire. And I'm like, didn't even think about that, but like the thick wire.
Yeah.
So that's something that I'm gonna try doing, and I might just do this project just for the fun of it.
You should,
because I just want to try it. Old Man Willow, I think, is funny too.
You should only do projects that inspire you.
It's true, and that's why I'm trying to get inspired. But long story short, T. Schmidt, I'm not sure yet. Now you want game delay. Now you're got me wanting to start a Lotro LOTR diorama out of my head, because what is it? Oh yeah, the project thing is endless. You just have to accept that at this point when I've determined. Like, you're going to have projects all the time. Because here's the other thing. When you run out of projects, then you'll have nothing to do. Then you'll have to just get another project. So you're always going to have a project. You're never going to stop having projects. So you just have to come to the conclusion that I will always have a project. And the Old Man Willow
Life's a
one
lot
would be
easier
very
once you realize you're always going to have a project.
Oh, you're always going to have something to do. The other option is death. I have no projects because of death.
The other option is death.
His mother was so good to him.
All right, so we're going back in now.
Yeah, okay. Now back to painting.
With the gold.
Spaz that. Did you see that, Jordan?
No.
I will tell my boss that Jordan said I don't have to work on this project because it doesn't inspire me.
That's
We
so
do not
funny.
encourage you to do that. Finish your projects. Get it done. Sleep when you're dead.
Sleep when you're dead. Oh my gosh. Christopher is a bad influence. Don't listen to him all the time. Only some percentage of the time.
Oh, that would be cool. Game delay.
Yeah, you know, you could also like there's so much.
Hey Chris,
What's
can
that?
you read out some of these questions as you're reading them?
Oh
'Cause
yeah.
I'm not
Oh.
looking up at stream as often.
No, you're good. You're good.
So I'm getting
just
a lot of these out of
responding.
context.
Yeah, T. Schmidt. I'm do it for yourself and put in the demon case. Going back to that, that would be kind of the whole. That would be kind of like the whole deal for that, right? Plus, it would just be fun because, gets the people painting, right? Getting a group together to paint is
Yeah,
paint
and I
nights are
think it would
fun.
be great to have.
I just
Or-
don't. For me, it's like I want to the whole demon case thing. I don't know. We'll see.
Paint something for you. That's it. That's all that matters.
Yeah. Right now, I've been I don't know what I'll be doing. I don't know what I'm gonna paint
Work on your
next.
Legions Imperialis stuff.
What are you doing, Jordan? Are you doing one?
For what?
Golden Demon?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
There's a secret.
There's plenty of time.
Plenty of time. Jordan
I don't know if
says-
you knew this, but there's like a whole year.
Jordan says casually, "There's plenty of time." Hey, you know what? I got this idea, chat, and it's a good one. And my name's Jordan Lamb.
I actually have.
Have you guys been? I've been really working on my Jordan impression. Hey guys, name's Jordan Lamb here. I paint eyeballs. All right, forget about it. I go to Willie Hanna, and I paint eyeballs.
You and Willie Hanna.
Willie Hanna. See, now the fact that I have you saying that in your mind when you see a Benny Hanna is exactly the objective I was going for.
I know.
This is good. This is great news. This is
I'm
good news.
I
to
am
me.
aware of this.
I have
Unfortunately,
implanted my ideals into you, Jordan. Now fly.
fly, fly away, Jordan. Fly, fly away. Okay.
All right. That looks
I'm
great.
I think I'm officially gonna be gluing the rest of these pieces on.
Wow, that's a bold move, Cotton.
And also, I'm gonna paint this base really quick because it's driving me nuts.
Bases. Love painting bases. My rock base, my workup.
Does your rock base bring all the boys to the yard?
It does, believe it or not. All the boys come to the yard, and man, let me tell you, it's something else.
It's something else.
I'm sorry, Source. Sometimes I don't see all the chat messages when they're flying in because I'm giving Jordan a hard time.
He's not doing his job.
I am, I swear. Feelings on grass tufts from Panic Bar.
I was highlighting the gold with rich gold, by the way.
You were?
Yes.
Panic Bomb. The grass tufts, absolutely. I think tufts are cool out of the box, but adding paint to them makes them even better. In my world of doing it, right? I like to take, because sometimes they'll. I don't know if you have this problem, Jordan, but the tufts look sometimes out of place unless they're really mixed in well with what's around it, right?
So there's a couple different ways that you can make that work. One way is to dry brush your tufts.
That's what I do.
Um,
I do like dry brushing my tufts.
Yep, give them a good old dry brush.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing you can do is you can you can paint them. Like you can prime the whole model with the tufts on it together,
Yep.
and then paint them to be whatever color you want them to be.
Right.
It's a little bit more work to do it that way, but it is definitely a good way to do it.
Yeah.
I personally like just dry brushing my tufts because I'm lazy.
Teach me. I've seen Jason prime tufts before. Yeah, I do that too. Like if I want the whole thing to meld and mesh, like and you can control with the lighting on the tufts. That's what I would do.
Yeah, it
Dry
definitely
brushing
will
tufts
give you
is
the
awesome.
best result as far as like.
Teachman has a good point too. Do not buy fancy colored tufts if you're gonna prime them. Yeah, at that point you buy whatever color tufts you want. You could even spray them with the airbrush a little bit too.
Mm-hmm. This is our drab color.
Drab. That's drab brown.
Drab brown. Drab brown.
Available in our new Adepticon set.
Because I really want to be able to stick this model onto the base.
Yeah, I see. That's gonna look good.
And paint it like that. It likes to fall off of the tack or blue
Yeah.
or tack.
Is that a
isn't
resin
great.
model or is that plastic?
This?
Yeah,
This is resin.
it's resin.
Yeah. Okay, how do we want to do this? So,
What are you gonna do on that base?
I'm thinking about giving it some progressive dry brushes. Let's do like a nice
That's my mother.
caramel brown.
Camel brown.
Camel. What a nice caramel brown.
Caramel brown's a cool color.
It's a great,
all
like,
those colors are dope. All of our new
mid-value
colors
brown.
are amazing. I think I've asked you this before, Jordan, but
What's
what is your favorite color?
In the line?
Yeah,
If I had to pick one, I would say dark plum.
dark plum.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like purple.
I do. It's my favorite color. It's a great build up from the shadows. I like it in the same way that like Jason likes his like Payne's gray or his
Yeah.
dark purple or whatever he likes to use.
I use Payne's gray on most of my shadows. I am a big dry brusher for sure.
Now here's the question: whose broken shoulder pad should I put there? What faction?
Ooh.
What do you think, Christopher? You got to pick.
Who's broken shoulder pad?
Yeah, what faction?
What faction? You're asking me this like I know.
That's why I'm asking you.
I think
You can take input from chat.
Source says his muddas.
Oh
My
God.
mudda's shoulder pad, Jordan.
Oh,
Of
you
course
guys
it is.
Had to do it.
Came to late. I'm trying to figure out if you could have said a color that would have looked sideways at.
So I'm dry brushing with bone now.
Dry. I don't know, Jordan. How about salamanders? Because that's the one I know off the top of my head. No. Dark angels. No. All of them. I want a mixture.
You're fired.
This is true, Game Delay. All of these paints do have good uses. They're all amazing. I'm fired? Fired. Get out of here. Pack your
You're
things.
fired?
You're
You're fired.
done. I think a green base would be kind of cool, or a green shoulder pad of some kind, like a dark green. Now, is that accurate in the story? Would he be killing? Like, what Marine would he be killing?
He wouldn't.
So I don't get it then.
Likely.
No,
I mean,
he causes that shoulder pad to be there.
So okay, so he's the leader of the custodian guard.
Heretic shoulder pad.
It would probably be a heretic. Yeah. So
What color would that be?
there's a lot of different options.
Jordan.
We could do
Anything with blue?
no. Well,
Green? Dark green?
no.
Red?
Sort of.
T. Schmidt
Yeah,
says
it
World
could be,
Eater.
Could be World Eaters.
Do World Eaters.
All right then.
Nurgle Space Marines?
I'll do World Eaters.
The classic It Depends, Beastly Brush says. That's true. The classic It Depends. Night Lords are blue, right? Says the Punisher. Night Lords?
Yeah, they are blue. Yeah.
Got him.
You got me good. You got me good. I'm just gonna glue this on. We'll finish the thing later.
Enlightening-y. Okay, yeah, blue. Blue's good. I think blue would be a good one. But we're almost at 4 p.m., Jordan.
I know, that's why I'm gluing.
So whatever you're going to do needs to go. You need to finish this now.
All the pieces on, man.
Source is asking, is that a GW model?
Yeah. If you count Forge World, but yes.
Okay. Jade says, favorite color question. Jordan says purple, and here I happen to paint my nails all sorts of purples. Jade purple is a very good color. Our purples are amazing.
Who said that about the purple? Oh, Jade?
Jade, yep. Game Delay says, Jordan, if you're disappointed about World Eaters for their shoulder pads, you shouldn't force yourself and just repaint the eyes. You should just do that. Jordan I've put Jordan through the ringer today, chat.
I'm a patient man.
He's a patient man. But you want to know who wasn't patient? His mother.
My
His
mother
mother
was
wasn't
not
patient.
a Space Marine.
My mother wasn't patient. She was salt of the earth, man. She was a good lady.
All right, so that's the model.
Nice. Look at that. Woo!
We have.
Reprime it.
Oh shoot!
What'd you do?
I realized that I need to get to the bottom of the cloak.
Jordan.
Fine. We'll have to glue them onto the base later. Such is life.
Source, that shoulder pad will need lots of noosh. Right.
Your shoulder pad will need.
Got him.
Your shoulder pad will need lots of noosh. Ha. I think
What are you gonna do?
I am gonna talk with chat for the next minute, and then we're gonna close down the stream, so we can get all the kids out of here.
Yeah, my kids.
Yeah, my
There
kid.
was. All right.
Oh, everyone.
Chat, that was an adventure we had today. We can thank Baka for annoying the entire office after today, as I decide to say my mother was a space marine 1,000,000 times. That's good. I'm looking at that model right now where I had to cut a piece in half in order to get it assembled right after gluing things out of order. That is the worst game delay.
It's definitely the worst.
Source, my Slaves of Darkness are pristine warriors. They need no weathering. Amen. Amen to that. I don't need that. Oh, wow. Had to go back and fix that up there, Jordan, huh?
Yep. It's very, very important.
Chat, I'm going to put up the links.
Yep. He's going to put up the links. Then we'll talk to you about the links. And then mayhaps we'll...
Store locator.
You start with the store locator.
I did. I decided to switch it up.
Oh my gosh.
Welcome to the Discord.
Well, if you guys want to hang out
Absolutely.
and ask lots of fantastic questions about all of your painting needs when we're not live, check out the Discord. You can also participate in all of our wonderful monthly painting challenges that are so awesome. And thanks, Panic Bomb. Yeah.
This has
You
been
can
great.
you can join some odd number of thousand people plus Christmas sushi on there,
Yes, and you best believe.
and also Ghost Hunter.
I'm gonna be called Yo Mudda.
Yo mud.
Yo Mudda. Yo Mudda. Oh no.
Oh, you guys are
Jordan
torturing
is.
me.
Jordan is a good sport. I'm kind of like the little kid like poking dad every now and then. I'm like, hey, how about your mother jokes again? How about Willie Hanna? Yeah, Jordan's very patient. So I'm very happy to have joined you today on stream, Jordan. Oh man.
Can I get another producer?
No.
Can I fire this
They're
one and get another
back
one?
ordered?
Gotta get Jen back.
Jen's coming back tomorrow.
I'm gonna
She'll be
talk to
back
her in the morning and be
tomorrow.
like, Jen, I'm so happy you're back.
I'm sure. I want ice cream. I need to pee. When that's right, Source. I'm that little kid. I want ice cream.
I want ice cream.
I want you to repaint the eyes. My mother was a good woman.
Oh my
There's
gosh.
Shelby. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome and goodbye.
Can
Did you lock the doors? Lock those doors.
I locked him good.
Good.
Hey Shelby,
good.
can you produce for this guy? I
No.
don't want him anymore.
This is okay. I am a once in a lifetime opportunity on stream.
Oh my,
Bye, guys.
oh my lord.
Bye, Shelby.
Bye, Shelby.
Good people here.
Save
Come on,
me.
Hobbies. All right, Jordan.
All right. All right.
We're gonna stick around for a
did
raid.
Did you put the store link on?
Did I put the store link on? Of
Well,
course I did.
You put the other links up.
I did. The store link was first.
No.
Yes,
The
I
store
will.
locator was first. You said.
Right here. No, see, the store was first, and then FLGS was third.
Jordan can't help himself to keep spinning.
Yeah.
Hey, I gotta fill the nonsense somehow.
That's true. Uh-oh. There we go. All right, you guys.
All right, we're gonna find somebody to raid.
We will.
Make sure you guys check out all the links if you want to buy some of the cool stuff we've been using on stream today.
Yep.
Check out the store locator to buy stuff near you, or check out our hobbies.com
We're both
website.
fried right
Yo,
now.
dude, it's a rough day streaming with you.
I know. I took all the energy out of you.
And then make sure that you guys join us on our YouTube streams,
Yep.
as well as checking out our tutorial videos, which with Chris here, we're going to be doing a lot more of, so
Yep.
stay tuned for that.
Yes.
Obviously, our shorts are all up in there as
Oh,
well.
awkwardish. We're just about to.
Oh, hi, Awkwardish. Sorry.
That's okay.
Bad timing.
Yes, check out all of our stuff. Be on the lookout for more. That's a big goal we have coming up, and
Don't forget,
don't forget.
we stream Monday through Friday,
right.
2 to 4. Not 5, 4. That's all Arizona time, so if you are
Mountain Standard Time.
unsure of what time that is, look us up. We're going to find somebody to raid. Thank you guys for hanging out with us today. Sorry for all of the hooliganness that was happening over there.
You do not apologize for me.
I
I
am
will
going to
not
apologize for you.
apologize.
And I will see you tomorrow for our regularly scheduled programming with a much different and very delightful producer.
All right.
Name Jen.
Peace out, everybody.
Bye, bye everyone.